Today I'm going to give you an unbiased review of the Outcast Fishcat 4 Deluxe LCS sitting right over my shoulder. The #1 selling float tube in the United States. Let's get this thing pumped up. Alright, let's see how many pumps it takes to get this one bladder filled up. 40. Alright, on the Fishcat 4, let's talk about the fabric here. This is 420 nylon, this red stuff right here. Excellent for resistance to abrasion, rot and mildew, highly water repellent, and it dries super quick. That 420 nylon, that stuff's used on luggage and bags and purses and horse blankets, all kinds of stuff. It's really high quality. Alright, this is black fabric right here, which is on the front of the float tube and the underneath. That's 1000 PVC. It's a polyurethane coating, creates a waterproof barrier, and has excellent anti-abrasion properties. Good stuff. All right, probably should have showed you this before I blew it up, but the air cell is what they call that. The air cell material, if I were to unzip this, you can see it right here. This is vinyl, which is not bad. I think it's right for the price point. I believe they make urethane bladders as well, which are better, but this is great for the price point. And it's as you know, it's a 2-chamber system. So air cell here, air cell over here. And as you can see, it's nice. There's a little safety here. So if you zip this up, you're not gonna accidentally get your bladder caught and torn. Good design there. Let's talk about these guys. Okay, these are actually nice valves. They're called Boston valves. And it's not a brand, it's actually a type of valve. It's used on inflatable boats, water toys, air mattresses. So if I were to open up the top valve, which is what I did whenever I filled this thing with air, I could pull it out and no air is going to escape. Now if I wanted to deflate it, I would open up the second valve, which is underneath it, and all the air would come out pretty quickly. This thing only weighs about 15 pounds, which is great if you're trying to get out to those hard to reach places where you can't get a boat or your kayak to. And the load capacity for this thing is 250 pounds, and this particular model comes with a 5-year limited warranty, which I'll get to in just a moment. When it comes to storage, there's really only 3 places here. These are actually some really nice big pockets. There's one on each side. As you can see, there's some D-rings down here, and you can do some float tube modifications. This guy, I'm not quite sure what you would use that for. I'm sure I'll figure it out later. This right here is where you actually put your stripping apron. I don't have a stripping apron, and if I did, I probably wouldn't use it. And same thing on the other side. Also, some storage that comes into play here is behind the seat. You can kind of throw a cooler back here if you needed to. And if you've been wanting to mod out your float tube, I just created an awesome mod where it has 2 fishing rod holders, a GoPro boom, a place for your fish grips and your pliers, and a cell phone holder. This is it. If you want to learn how to make this, I'll throw that video up at the end. Now you might be asking the question, what's the difference between a Fishcat 4 and a Fishcat 4 Deluxe? And the answer is these guys. You're like, what are these guys? You see, with the Fishcat 4, your seat pads and your back pad is actually a piece of foam. With the Fishcat 4 Deluxe, you get air cells. And the reason guys and girls like the air cells is because you can deflate them, inflate them, and it's not gonna stay bulky. So a lot of people, when they transport this, don't want to have that giant piece of foam that doesn't fold down very well. And these things, they're pretty easy to inflate. I'll show you. 5. That only took 5 breaths. Put the cap on, good to go. All right, I'm not gonna waste your time by me showing you how to wrestle these in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them in. I'll see you in a second. Make sure when you do put them in there, make sure your valves are sticking out here, because you have to blow them up a little bit more after you wrestle them down in there. You know, the reason people love the Fishcat 4 Deluxe is because you're actually sitting out of the water, because the air cells help keep your body out. So the only thing in the water are your flippers. I believe with the foam, you're gonna be sitting in the water sometimes, which for a lot of people is no good. Now they say the Fishcat 4 Deluxe is perfect for the angler who is out in the water less than 25 days per year. Now you all know the beauty of a float tube. You can get to places where boats and kayaks can't go, where the fish are big and where they're aggressive. Another win, and you'll have to check your state, but I know right now at the time of the shooting in the great state of Ohio, you don't have to register a float tube. It's literally a plug and play scenario. All right, let me run you through the 5-year warranty. It's a limited warranty. It basically covers retail purchases against manufacturing defects. This is gonna cover your tubes, your D-ring patches, your air cells, your valves, your zippers. Make sure they're functional and waterworthy. And what it doesn't cover is excessive UV damage. Don't store these things out in the sun. Abnormal use. Don't let your kids use them as a trampoline. Normal boat use, neglect, inappropriate storage, or if the boat is structurally altered or used commercially. And the warranty begins on the original purchase date. Okay, I'm a testament to using this warranty. I had one of the valves kind of do something funky on me, so I wrote them. Within a couple days, they had another one out to me. They have some excellent customer service if that is something that's important to you. If you just don't want to take my word for it, the reviews on this thing are awesome. At the end of the day, I like it. I give it 5 stars, so do a lot of other people. And if you go to their website, there's a ton of accessories for this boat right here. You also find if you go to the Outcast website, you'll see they have a ton of other different types of Fishcats as well. Some are less expensive, some are more expensive. They have the Summit, the Fishcat Rise, Fishcat 4, Fishcat 4 Deluxe, Fishcat 5 Max, Fishcat Cruiser, the Fat Cat, the Super Fat Cat, and the Prowler. What you also see on the Outcast website is that all of these are out of stock. There's only a few left on Amazon, and I'll put the links to everything that I reference in this video in the description below. And as promised, if you want to see how to make this guy the rod holder for your float tube, then go ahead and hit this video right there. Hey, if this video brought you value, please hit that sub and bell notification. I will keep them coming. All right, I'll see you out in the water. Bye.